So here we have an order, what the patient will need, 350 milligrams intramuscularly, and we have the label of the drug saying in each vial we have 0.5 grams of the medication in dry form, and the reconstitution instructions say add 2.7 mils of water to yield a concentration of 250 milligrams per 1.5 mil. Every time we are given this ratio, just makes our life easier because we know this is actually our have. We can see it really clearly. That's the concentration of the drug, the final concentration. But the first question here is asking us to calculate the total volume of the reconstituted solution. So, well, we can even start now trying to guess if 1.5, if 2.7 mils is what we add of water, this volume will increase when we add 2.7 mils to the dry form of the drug. The whole thing increases a bit in volume. So we can guess maybe 3 mils. 2.7 is really close to 3. But how do we prove that 3 mils? So let's see. If we do the want over have, our want will be the 0.5 grams that is in the vial. It's acting as our want. So 0.5 grams. And our have will be in that pink concentration, which is the 250 milligrams. And you might say, hey, stop, because the units are not matching. Yes, they're not. And some of you might decide to change this green grams straight away to milligrams. So how many milligrams would there be in 0.5 grams? Well, it's 1,000 times bigger. So we could even say, well, it's just going to be 1, 2, 3 zeros, or 3 decimal places and 2 zeros added. So this is the same as 500 milligrams. So we could actually remove this and add 500 milligrams. We wouldn't be able to proceed if we had not changed one of them. Easier to change the grams into milligrams. So what have we done so far? We have used the 0.5, we have used the 250, and now the third number to use is the 1.5 mils. So what happens here? The milligrams cancel out. The final answer will be in milliliters. 500 divided by 250 is 2. 2 times 1.5 will be 3 mils. You can use your calculator, but I would encourage you to do some mental calcs as well. So what is this 3 mils? This is the total volume of the reconstituted solution after you have added the water to the dry form, to the powder in that vial, to the whole contents of the drug in the vial. So that's exactly what we said before. The 2.7 mils of water that you add end up with the dry form added on, increasing the volume to 3 mils. And then the final bit will be about the patient. How much do we need to inject? So we would again look at our have as being always the final concentration, the simplified one. The want is what the patient is supposed to, or is ordered. And so we go with the 350 milligrams order divided by the have, which is 250 milligrams, multiplied by the third number or volume, which is 1.5 mils. Do some simplifying and then divide 35 by 25 and multiply by 1.5. So we get 2.1. The milligrams cancel out, so final answer in mils. If you place the units in your workings, you will always get the final unit correct. The 2.1 mil is then what we are going to inject. So the final wording could be add 2.7 mils of sterile water to the contents of the vial or to the 500 milligrams of dry form of the medication to yield a concentration of 250 milligrams in every 1.5 mils and inject 2.1 mils.